Rachel's been getting annoyed with how the books are always leaning way over like that on the children's bookshelves. So I bought a bookend, and here's one of them, but clearly it's not up to the job, so I want to make some vertical dividers in this shelf. There, that's already an improvement. I glued up some panels from scraps. This scrap was almost big enough, I just had to add a corner. I'm feeding some scraps before and after those panels through the planer to avoid snipe. This is a rather unfortunate knothole position, and it's loose too. So I just glued that 6 minutes ago, but that should be dry enough to work now, because it's a flat joint and I warmed it up a bit too. You can hardly tell where that was. I'm going to dowel these dividers in on the top, and for that I've made a drilling template. I thought I was being really clever with that template, but my drill press just isn't tall enough. And now temporarily organized. I think vertical dividers is something a children's bookshelf just needs. And here's another honeydew project with another shelf that I built identical to the other one. She wants another level in here to put shoes on. I think I'm going to put a bunch of dowels across to support them. I'm making some inaccurate 1-inch dowels by cutting 1-inch square sections and then applying a 1/2-inch round over to each side. So with this other shelf, my first thought had been to just inset these dowels into shallow holes on one side. But the piece of scrap that I used to cut these dowels from is actually just the right length, so I don't have any length to spare to put them in a hole. So I have to put a dowel on the end of the dowel. I gotta mark the center of these imprecisely cut dowels, and I'll just use a 1-inch drill bit to figure that out. So I already know that this dowel won't fit under my drill press, so I gotta figure out something else. The other holes need to go all the way through, and I'm clamping another piece of wood on the other side to avoid tear out. I'm not gluing in the dowels here. That way I can still use this thing as a bookshelf in the future if I want to. And there it is, temporarily organized too. I made both of these shelves actually back in 2014 to go behind the couch. I have a video on that too.